hate these stupid scam phone calls.
This is not a sales call. You've been recommended by a friend or neighbor to receive a wireless security system that nobody gives a damn about.
Anyway, that's not the subject of this video. Subject of this video is this tape recorder. This is a Bradford 89300 cassette recorder. Believe it's from 1974, and I'll explain why. I got this tape recorder. It came with its box, accessories, and paperwork, and the packing styrofoam. I will not be showing you any of these, not because I've lost them, but because when I wanted to repackage this tape recorder in its box, I broke the box. And I still have the paperwork, but I still don't feel like showing it, and so I won't. But the warranty card, I believe, or some card, I don't remember, showed a purchase date of sometime in 74, or an expiration date or something like that. Unless this was like a 2-year warranty or something, I really don't remember. I've had this for a little over a year. I've held off demonstrating it for a number of reasons. The first one is, sitting in this box for a long time, I believe the bearings in the motor have pretty much dried out, so it would squeak and squeal after using it for a specific amount of time. But I went over to a friend of mine's house, and we lubricated the motor as best we could. Just dumped some oil in there. Maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do, but it doesn't squeak and squeal anymore. It's still a rather noisy motor, but it doesn't, it is more lubricated. Probably just noisy because of the bearings or the governor or something. I don't know. Another reason is, I don't have an external microphone. And I was going to wait until I got an external microphone. I should be getting one here soon. But, yeah, I can't wait. I wanted to, demonstrate this. And you've probably already noticed a little something different about it. It has no buttons. It's operated with a knob. I'll go ahead and give you a view of all the sides and stuff. That's the right side with its headphone, microphone, and remote, and DC input. Bottom, where you can see its battery compartment and accessory compartment. Look at how clean the battery compartment is. Look, it's so clean. There's zero corrosion in there. I bet you the battery compartment has never been used. Because it came with its, I don't know if it was its original wall wart, but I have reason to believe that it was its original wall wart. This is the other side where you see nothing. And I'll show you the accessory compartment. It's a little harder to open, but... And this is where its microphone and earphone would go. No, I haven't thrown them away. I have lost the earphone, but the microphone it came with didn't work. I believe that's why this was placed in its box with all of its paperwork. As if it was going to be sent off, but it never was. And another interesting thing about this tape recorder is it came with 2 tapes. They were in the styrofoam inserts. One of the tapes broke. Shortly after I got it, actually, I was rewinding it to listen to it. And, it was one of those stupid things where the tape actually got swallowed in the case. So, that couldn't be played. But there's another tape, which I actually didn't see. I've looked past it in the styrofoam but I found it a couple of days ago. And this tape has demonstration music on it, and it has a blank side that you could record on. And I believe somebody was recording themselves an audio letter to somebody on the tape, possibly with this tape recorder. I don't know if they recorded it with this tape recorder or not. I'm assuming that they did. But the sad thing is, this tape has no pressure pad. So, yeah, not good. Let's try something, actually. No, that doesn't help. And this is,
And I guess I have a very bad inferiority complex. I feel that I'm bothering anyone, and I try not to.
I'm not really going to play all of that, because even though the tape has no pad and it's absolutely terribly muffled, I'm pretty sure that nobody else was intended to, listen to that. I'll be honest, though. I listened. I put it in my stereo where the tapes go upside down, and, so it was easier to, understand. That was something that I recorded on it with, yeah, not an external mic. That's what I was going, to get to. You're probably wondering, how's he going to demonstrate this if he doesn't have an external microphone? Headphones. I found this out years ago when I got bored and I was tinkering with another cassette recorder. I was young, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11. And you plug the headphone in, like so. Headphones in, rather, like so. And this particular tape that I'm going to use doesn't have the recording tabs in. So I have to trick the recording sensor. So I can press that little recording button down, put the tape in, and turn the knob. This really is a no-frills tape recorder. It doesn't have auto stop, any choice of automatic or manual level control, no counter, no tone controls. But I got this tape recorder because of the transport mechanism and the fact that the department store this came from, which was Gramps, went bankrupt. Probably not 2 years after this tape recorder was sold. Tape recorder because of the transport mechanism and the fact that the department store this came from, which was Gramps, went bankrupt. Probably not too... Yes. That's right. Some of you might have been surprised at the clarity of the recording. This surprised me too. This tape recorder, ladies and gentlemen, fellow tape recorder enthusiasts, is an AC bias tape recorder. You heard me right. It is an AC bias tape recorder. I thought that since it was a no-frills machine, kind of seems like it's a low-cost machine, it would be DC bias, but no, it's AC bias. And it would sound better if I was recording with an actual microphone. It's very sounding. And this is also another interesting thing. You might not be able to see it, but here we have my Sangean PRD4W radio. It's not vintage. What I'm gonna do put the headphone right to the speaker and record, and this is how we're gonna record music. Alright, I don't wanna get in trouble with the copyright police. It's a little distorted. I had the volume on the radio too high. As you can hear, it doesn't really have much wow and flutter. It kind of has a little bit. Here, let's, this won't be the most accurate thing, because let's try, the most basic wow and flutter test here. We can't use a feedback tone. I find that's pretty accurate. I'll have to use my voice. And that's nice, a tape fell. And this will give us a general idea of how stable the speed is. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that the speed was that unstable until now, but I can live with it, you know. It isn't the worst thing. Plus, it's not like I'm going to be recording music with this recorder or anything like that. It's just an interesting unit. And that's all, folks. That's all, folks. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And goodbye.